Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Ethan Rademacher of Traverse City Central. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. I know it's been a busy summer for you with basketball and all that. How has that been going and with all the AAU stuff too?
Also, yeah, so AAU started back in April. And so I've been traveling around the Midwest with my team, going to like Ohio, Chicago, Indianapolis, just Wisconsin. And the first tournament was a little rough, but we had to get used to playing with each other again. And after that, I think every single tournament we come out with only one loss. And so we've been really gelling as a program, really been showing signs of improvement, and we just really play well together. A lot of team chemistry's there. And so we've had a really successful spring, and it helps playing with a lot of the Central guys. Just shows that we can compete with a lot of kids all over the area. And then with summer ball, getting a lot of the practices in, because obviously we have a new coach, and definitely we've been playing. We went to Ferris. I think we did pretty well there. Obviously, first time playing together with the new coach, so things are going to be a little rocky at first, but then went to St. Francis, and I think we played pretty well there. Things didn't work out in that little tournament, but I mean, that's just for fun at the end of the day. And then a lot of the practices, just helping us get used to the system, used to what we should expect from him. And I think it's been a pretty successful summer, and I'm just ready to keep it going.
Yeah. Okay. So you talk. I know you talked. You mentioned a lot of stuff there. So,
Yeah.
you mentioned a new coach. What has that been? What's that been like? I know. Obviously you're getting a guy with a lot of experience, but what's that going to be like? Playing for a brand new guy.
I mean, I think it'll be good. Last year, obviously, we had a second-year coach, so it's kind of been the story of Traverse City Central, just kind of new coaches every 1 or 2 years. But I think Luke will be good. He shows that he's going to be hard on us, but for the good. Like we have to. He's hard on us in order for us to be successful, which is what you need in a coach. Um, I think he has like the same ideas as all of us, like a winning mentality, a winning culture. And so I think it'll be positive. Like he knows what he's talking about, he knows what he's doing. So I think he'll be a real positive influence in the program, and I think we'll get a lot of wins as a result, and hopefully go far in the tournament once March comes.
So how long have you been on varsity?
So freshman year, I did 5 quarter, but only got in like one game as a freshman. And then last year, due to injuries, it was gonna be 5 quarter again, but due to injuries, I played like 14 or 15 varsity games as a sophomore. And then so it's like 5 quarter for 2 years, but then these 2 years obviously will just be main time varsity.
Absolutely. So, what was it like to get the experience of like really a full season under your belt? That just not many sophomores get to experience that.
Yeah, it just builds the confidence. Just knowing that you can hang with the older guys, and it just really like your experience level just grows a lot. Like your in-game intel, like your in-game IQ, just like the habits that you start to build. Like you start to realize that you have to like really work if you want to get time and be successful up on varsity, because it's a whole other game than JV and freshman. And we had two other sophomores, and we had two other sophomores that were full time on varsity, and another sophomore that was doing 5 quarter rule. So all of us just kind of like learning to play together in a varsity setting, I think really helped, and really will help us these next 2 years to be successful.
Yeah. Okay. So, what position do you play for people that may not know?
I'm like mainly like a point guard, shooting guard. So, but yeah.
Okay. What was your best game last year? I know obviously there was a lot of ups and downs, and I know you had to log some miles for travel. So,
Yeah.
what was the best moment from last year, you think?
I would say for because the beginning of the season I was on JV, so I would say we played Forest Hill Central at home, and I had 32 points in a big win for us, and that was just a fun game to play it. playing, high scoring, just high energy. And then, uh, I mean, varsity, I don't know. I played well against Dearborn, I would say, but we lost by a lot. But I would say the coolest moment was probably starting at Ludington. So starting my first varsity game with two of my best friends. So that was probably the coolest moment this year, last year, I mean. So yeah.
Yeah. So really going into, the rest of the summer, what are your what do you feel like you need to accomplish heading into this year?
So I know like a lot of us are gonna try and like get in the gym a lot and just get a lot of shots up. Like we have this thing called the gun where you can get a lot of shots up in a small amount of time. So I know we're gonna try and do that a lot. We're gonna obviously continue like going to open gyms, playing in like leagues, and we're gonna like just like continue to push each other and like play against each other and play against older people, better people, because at the end of the day, that's what's gonna help us. Obviously, we'll work on like the fundamentals, like ball handling and stuff like that, but mainly just like the team chemistry aspect and playing against older people, which I think it's gonna really help us. And I think a lot of us are buying into it, which is really needed.
Yeah. Okay. Like how do you like mentally get ready for a game?
So I'm big into music, so I usually like focus on music. Like I just put like headphones in and kind of like lock in, and then I just kind of like try and block out the noise. And then like a few minutes before the game, I kind of just go sit down and like sit on the bench, and then just kind of like mentally prepare. And then before the game, I always pray. I think that's really important. Helps ease my worries, just knowing that God's on my side. And then yeah, then usually after that, I'm always pretty locked in and calm down and ready to go.
Okay. I must ask you, I know you have headphones on right now. What's on Ethan's playlist?
Ooh, I'm a big Baby Keem fan. I really like his music. Some Lil Baby, just a lot of that aspect, like pre-games, a lot of just rap. Just kind of like getting into it, I would say mainly.
Okay. Um, I know you're also you're going to be playing soccer this fall. How excited are you for that?
I'm excited. We have a great coach with in Richmond, and I used to play, and then I tore my hip flexor in sixth grade, and I stopped, and so I mean it's like I'm excited to get back, and I think we'll also have a really good year because we have a lot of good kids that are also willing to buy in, and I think it will be a great year.
All right. It's time to get to know you a little bit. How about that, Ethan?
Sounds good with me.
Okay, so who is your favorite player currently right now in basketball or any sport?
Uh, I'd have to go with either Anthony Davis or Tyrese Halliburton.
Okay. Let's see. Do you have any superstitions before a game?
No, not really. I just try and focus on the game aspect, I would say, but nothing that I like specifically try and do before every game.
What do you like to do outside of sports and outside of school?
So I like to hang out with my friends a lot. I like to fish. I like to just be out in the outdoors. I like to golf a lot with my friends. I'm pretty active, pretty outgoing. So just anything that is around that area, I would say I'm always good to go for.
And of course, you're in one of the perfect areas to do a lot of those things. So,
Yeah.
what's your go-to place for food?
Ooh. I would have to say probably Culver's. Culver's is pretty good. I love Culver's.
Yeah. All right. And finally, what's an interesting fact people don't know about you?
Ooh. Let's see. I had to think about this one.
Or like maybe something the audience may like never guess about you or something.
That's a tough question. I never really thought about that. Um, I've never broken a bone before. I've
That's
been pretty
really
lucky.
interesting.
Yeah, I've never been that. I've only tore the only thing I tore was my hip flexor, and then I've been only concussions and that's it. So I've been really blessed to not break any bones.
Yeah. All right. Well, Ethan, thank you so much for coming on and talking with us. And best of luck in the rest of the summer, and we'll maybe talk to you once the season gets closer.
Yeah, I'm down. Thank you.